This is Jane's Videos, and do you feel it? That 95-degree weather? The heat and the humidity? That may not seem like something I'd usually say, and it may not seem like something that would remind you of Halloween, but in order for fall to come, summer must come first. And we are in the midst of summer, but that also means the temperatures are going to be dropping within about 2 to 3 months. But we ain't waiting until then, because Halloween is on the horizon, especially here at Michael's, where they have way more Halloween than they have ever had at this time of year before. Usually it's not until late July, early August. It is July 9th, and they're stocked. So let's go take a look. It's that time of year again. Oh my gosh. What? Already? Okay, so here's the Limax. It's already 20% off, which is crazy. We're gonna go through each of these. Very exciting. Right here we have the Phantom Castle, which is a roller coaster. Very neat. Love that. The Haunted Souls Graveyard. So this is like a full cemetery kit type of thing. That's pretty neat. Madness Manor right here. And I did just skip one that I'll go back to in a second. I kind of like this one. I like the eyes here, but then there's like a flashing weird light thing that happens inside that I'm not a big fan of. Right here we have the Fright Night Cinema, which is probably my favorite one. It's got the Blob, the Wolfman, and it has a bunch of puns on it, but you can see in there, there's the seats and the screen, and there's ghosts flying up above. That's really cool. That's my favorite. Next to this one, I like this one a lot too, the Smoke and Mirrors Magic Shop. This one has a lot of cool aspects to it. For starters, it has the Pepper's Ghost effect that's seen in Disney's Haunted Mansion in there. You see that? So they disappear and reappear. That is absolutely awesome. And there's also this effect that they have in the Haunted Mansion where this is supposed to follow you, but it doesn't necessarily work well here. But they've also got this effect where there's like a transformation there with like a two-way mirror thing. They have that at Disney too in different attractions. I'm not gonna get it just because it's got a very hefty price tag, but it is a really cool one. Here's the Day of the Dead Emporium. And here's the Pumpkin Patch Party. I didn't know this was this big. I thought this was the size of these little ones. Broken Bell Telephone Co. I really like this one too. This one caught me by surprise, the Creepy Pumpkin Patch. It's one of those facades that have the flat back, but it is really cool. Over here we have the Living End, which is a plant one. Haven't seen one of those in a couple years. And right here to go with it, there's a plant figure. This I'm going to pick up because I have a few of the plant buildings. That's really awesome. Creepy tree. This like medieval thing to go with the Cursed Ruins, which when this has water in it, it fogs. So that's really cool. And I really like these candles where the wicks move on them, or the flames. Another one of the teeny ones. Here you have Slithering Gardens, which is this... It's not really a plant one, that's the man-eating plant one. This is like a romantic garden getaway. Terror Tavern. And then you have this trick-or-treat one down here. And another little one, Frank's Treats. So you've got all of these, you got all their boxes. There's a few things that weren't on display, like this garbage truck wasn't. There's the plant thing. Very surprising seeing this so early. I think this is the earliest they've ever gotten their Halloween stuff in, especially the Limax. So you've got all those. I'm going to go over to the accessories real quick because there are quite a few of things that we didn't see. There's some new tombstones. There's this Day of the Dead one. These Bride of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Monster for the movie theater. Werewolf Carnival Barker. The doll walking her skeleton dog. Got all of this. There's a lot of different things. Those trees down there are really neat. Love all this stuff. But as you can see, that's not everything. There's a lot of other things too that we're going to get into. Again, this is so crazy how early they got this year. Usually it's not until the end of July, early August, but look at, here we are. You have some lights and things. Some string lights. Here we got this. Pretty neat. Just a bunch of basic lights and stuff. But over here, this is, ooh, I almost hit something. I did hit something. This is one of the most intriguing sections to me. There's some blow molds. There's a cat. Oh, those are on display, so I'm gonna get to those in a minute. Little ghost. He's gonna be color change. Yeah, I hate color changing stuff. I think I've said that many times. These are hanging things. Spider one won't work. The bat one works. That's pretty cool. Got some lawn stakes. I had assumed that one would make noise. These are really neat. These are some... I might wind up getting this for Maple Hollow, the Haunt, because that's awesome. It's $50, so it's a lot right now. I would not spend that money on it right now, but when it goes on sale, that is something that I could possibly potentially pick up, because that is really cool. Cat pumpkin. That's very classic Halloween. And then there's also this like decayed pumpkin. This doesn't look as good as some of the other ones I've seen, and for $50, I don't know if that's worth it, but oh well. Blow molds. Huh. I love blow molds, but I'm not crazy about these ones. I mean, these are a little cutesy. It's like, I love blow mold cats, especially. A little too cute for my taste. I like them to look vintagey, but not too cutesy, and that looks a little too cartoony. You've also got a black tree, an interesting, a pink tree. I understand why, because we're going to get to this in a minute. They have like haunted hippie collection, but it's still very weird to just see a pink tree being sold for Halloween on its own. Same with stuff like these disco balls. I don't know, but there are Halloween ornaments. I will always stick with the classics, but we will get to that in a moment. You got craft pumpkins. I'm probably gonna get some of these this year for the Haunt, just to have as pumpkins. Again, probably gonna wait till they start going on sale. I'm in no rush. It's still 4 months away until Halloween and 3 months until the opening of the Haunt, so I have time. A lot of cool garland. Again, well, oh wait, this isn't the one. I saw it the other day. Okay, I see it. These are pretty cool. Very classic Halloween stuff. This is interesting. This is the haunted hippie thing, but this one kind of makes sense still, because at least it's got ghosts. If it's got ghosts, it's still Halloween, even if it's a weird aesthetic. I don't know what this is all about. It's just straight up disco balls with like nothing Halloween about them. They're like not even Halloween colors. I get it's meant to go with like that stuff, but imagine just buying this on its own and using it for Halloween. Very strange. Bat garland's pretty cool. That's pretty classic. It's got some bats on it. Just plain black garland, which can also be used for spooky Christmas. I actually got some last year on sale after Halloween for Christmas. Ghosts, stuff like that. These are probably my favorites. This is something I would definitely want to get for the Haunt. This has a very classic, vintagey vibe to it. This is pure Halloween. This one's cool, a little more cartoony than that one. This is pretty neat because it's bloody garland, not something you see a lot of. A little weird, but it's cool. This one I really like. It's not something I'd get for the Haunt or anything, but it's cool. It's like the classic vintagey appearance, but it's got some blood splatters, so it's like the edgy vintage. How about that? And just some tinsel garland as well. Over here you've got the things that Michael has had forever, the tinsel decor, some wreaths and stuff. And I mean, there's some new additions. You got a Halloween unicorn, interesting. Halloween dogs. But oh no. This, I think this is a new version of this. There's no way. They made a new one. Okay, if I bring this thing up every year, and I'm gonna bring it up again. This thing and the purple variant, which I'm not seeing, have been at Michael's since I was like 3 years old. Maybe even longer than that. These come back every year. These are so nostalgic. I remember getting them when I was little, and like I said last year, I think it's in the trash now. I don't know whatever happened to it, but these are old and they keep coming back. But look, there's a sitting one. No way. Yeah, there's some more tinsel things, cool stuff. Pumpkins, ghosts, all of that. These pillows are pretty neat too, like that cat eyes one. Let's see what this pumpkin looks like. Oh my gosh. He looks so vintage. There's a skull and a big spider. This skeleton's pretty neat. He's pretty big. And then there's also a bat. I love these I love the shapes of them. Like they're so I don't know, they're so different and cool. Candy corn. Ghosts. And over here, eyeball. I kind of want that. And ghosts. And some caution tape. Alright, it's time. Let's address the elephant in the room, the haunted hippie stuff. I don't get it. The colors are not Halloween at all. However, it's still Halloween because it's still Halloween symbols. But things like this, I really don't understand, because this on its own is not Halloween. You can make a pink ghost. It's still Halloween because it's a ghost. Straight up disco balls? I don't get it. That ghost is pretty cool looking though. It's just not for me. Some of this stuff is stuff that I think would be potentially good use for like spooky spring or summer decor. But it's not like what in the world? Like that on its own is Halloween? Like what is Halloween about? I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna judge. If you like it, good for you, but it's just not my thing. But there are a few cool things here and there. Like these guys are pretty neat. Like him, he's pretty Halloween-y. And you've got all sorts of different colors. See, the colors don't bother me. It's just the things that are like so out there and like don't have anything to do with Halloween, like that. Like, I don't know. If they put like a bat on it, then maybe, but it's just, you know. But whatever. It's different. I know they're gonna have more classic stuff as well as Halloween gets closer. This is just the first batch of stuff. They usually bring stuff out in batches. These things are pretty cool. These are very classic, you know. Orange. Can't go wrong. Multicolored animals. And some stuff up here. All of these. Again, interesting. That coffin thing's pretty cool. A little skeleton dog. I can't vibe with it, but I can let it slide. Not overtly Halloween, but still important when it comes to Halloween, the fall stuff, so we're gonna take a quick look at it. Some nice fall lights, that's not garland. Pumpkins, of course. And one of my favorite things, the fall candles, because these are basically Halloween candles. I mean, I light them for Halloween. They've got some new ones, apple orchard, cinnamon spice. This one's really cool, the candy corn maze. Look at that, it looks like candy corn. That one is awesome. And then your classic pumpkin ones, of course, which you can never go wrong with. Those are the ones I always light during the Halloween season. Okay, last time I checked, this stuff was not here, but now there's more stuff, and it's like gothic, and I love gothic. Okay. Hold up. Now I'm hyped. This is stuff, because like overtly Halloween stuff I don't put out until September, but like just spooky stuff I keep out in my room all year. And even though Halloween's coming close, I'm not ready to put out actual full-blown Halloween stuff yet. But this is stuff I can just put out now and not even feel bad about. So like, and it's just really cool. Okay, let's look at this. These are like flower vases and stuff, which are awesome, because then you put these fake flowers in them, which again are really cool looking and are good for all year use. And then you've got the actual like Halloween stuff too, which I'll talk about in a minute. This heart one's pretty awesome. Skeleton thing. Oh, snake. Now this, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be Alice Cooper. 100% that's inspired by Alice Cooper, because Alice Cooper has babies with the eyes like that. Yeah, that's sick. That thing's really cool. All of this is really neat. This hanging skull planter. And then you've got all these plants too down here, which are just awesome. Very gothic, very cool. I do wonder if they're going to get more like Halloween looking ones, because these are more like gothic. I mean, like orange and black and stuff like that. But these are all still very cool. Which they have this stuff every year, but like I didn't know it was here right now. So then you have this, which is like a platform for these, which are miniature things, but they're not Limax. They're like a different type of village. These are more diorama things, so you would put them in this probably. And but they've got some neat ones. Of course, I'm gonna always side with Limax, but one thing I've always found interesting about these is they have like little teeny things like that you can't get for Limax, like little pieces of candy or trick-or-treat bags, like really small accent things, which are pretty neat. So these are cool. Statue. And especially if you don't want to invest the money in the Limax village, because it can get pricey, these are definitely a safe bet. So you've got like crystal things here. This, ooh, now that one's cool. The crow. You got the lab beakers, all of this stuff. And again, more of the plants. And I'm gonna whip around here, and you have more. These are like picks that you put in like vases or wreaths or whatever. And these are the more gothic type ones down here, and then I'll get into the more full-blown Halloween ones in just a second. But there's some pretty cool things. And then the wreaths that you can like add these to. Again, a lot of gothic stuff, but then you have like the full-blown Halloween, like the pumpkins and, you know, stuff like that. A bunch of pumpkins, witch stuff, spiders, some of the hippie looking things. Sweet. Oh my gosh, it's Robert. We defeated him for Christmas, but now he's invading Halloween. Oh no. I'm by the fall stuff here. Nice fall stuff, but these I want to point out for haunt purposes, because these can actually be pretty useful. They're fake hay bales, because I mean, I've done haunts where I've used hay bales before and all sorts of stuff, and I know a lot of people do. Or just displays. Hay bales get nasty each year, and so you can't reuse them. Fake ones, you can reuse every year. Unfortunately, they're only small ones. Like, they don't have any big ones, but I'm wondering if they will get big ones in. That would be cool. And this fake fall tree is pretty awesome. And of course, you can't go wrong with fall leaves. I always pair these with Halloween decor. I mean, there's nothing more Halloween than fall leaves. Come on. I hope you all enjoyed that video. They have a lot of stuff, of course, and I'm very excited. It doesn't feel like Halloween's coming up yet. Am I the only one that feels that this year? Obviously, we're still 4 months away. However, usually at this point, I start getting that little feeling like, ooh, it's on the horizon. For some reason, I haven't felt that this year that much. Maybe it's also because things are happening earlier than usual, and usually that feeling comes around late July. I don't know. Let me know. Am I the only one? But regardless, it is coming up in only 4 months, and spooky season's going to be here before we know it. So stay tuned for more, because remember that here lies Halloween.